Legalizing marijuana will be up for discussion once again when Kentucky lawmakers return for a new session in January.
A representative from Louisville's pre-filed legislation that would allow adults to possess, use, buy, and sell cannabis in small amounts.
Brooke is joining us live now this morning with a breakdown of these bills and when we could see movement on them. Brooke, good morning.
Good morning. And this Kentucky lawmaker wants to not only decriminalize marijuana across the state, but would also be taxing it to create state revenue and in the ultimate decision, leave it up to the voters on how that's all done. This legislation would be for adults, meaning 21 and older, for Kentuckians across the state to not only possess, but to use, buy, and sell up to an ounce of cannabis without any criminal penalty. It was pre-filed by State Representative Nima Kulkarni, and she and Kentucky say that they would be able to own up to 5 plants for personal use. Kulkarni said decriminalizing the use of marijuana would give cancer patients and veterans alike suffering from PTSD another option for relief that is not as a strong, potentially addictive drug.
There is still some outdated mentality when it comes to adult use of cannabis, and I think that we need to make sure that we listen to our constituents, those who have medical conditions. We need to listen to Kentucky farmers, and we need to listen to those, again, who have been disproportionately impacted within the criminal justice system for low-level drug offenses.
This legislation could also result in a new source of revenue, as I mentioned, without raising state taxes. The General Assembly would be able to tax it and regulate its production, and that bill would be a constitutional amendment and be on the ballot next November if it receives support from our local lawmakers. A 2019 Kentucky Health Issues poll found nearly 6 in 10 Kentuckians believe that marijuana should be legal for any type of use. So that is something that they are looking at, obviously, a big deal with Kentuckians across the state. Louisville just decriminalized a small amount of marijuana back in 2019. The issue of medical marijuana has also been brought up with state legislation, and it has gained a lot of support from the House, just not in the Senate. So here we go again, come January for that next session, guys.
All right, Brooke, thank you. And it's actually just not only Kentucky. Lawmakers in Indiana are also pushing to legalize marijuana during their legislative session coming up. Southern Indiana Representative Jim Lucas says he's working on 2 bills, one to allow for recreational adult use and the other to legalize medical marijuana. The 10 bills to expand marijuana use failed during the last session, and Governor Eric Holcomb has said in the past that he's against legalizing marijuana.